BagFuel, baby.
BagFuel, we back. Go to BagFuel.com. Like, subscribe, and you know I love the super things. Things. We live streaming every Friday at 12 p.m. Go on the website, buy my cookbook. It's back up. It's selling. Cop his BagFuel baby t-shirts and sweatshirts. And DJ Clue will soon have all his classic Clue tapes streaming on the website very soon. But today, we got a special guest. He don't talk to many people. Whoa, let me stop. I got my partner to the right of me.
Hynaken. But let's get to the action.
we got Mathew Knowles in the building. Not Beyonce's father, but Mathew Knowles is his name.
And they forgot to bring the champagne.
There's a bottle over there.
I didn't know I could bring it. It's 10 in the morning, and I didn't want him to judge me for my champagne.
Before we started, you was talking about you helped produce Ray J's best album.
Yeah, I did, man. I sold my company to a British company back in 2000, and Ray J was one of our artists. We did one of his best records. I remember the single "One Wish." That song went platinum, just a single did. So, yeah, we did Earth, Wind, and Fire before Maurice died. We did the last two OJ's albums, Shaka Khan and London Symphony, Kool and the Gang and Friends. You know, most people just think Beyoncé, Destiny's Child, Solange. But we built the #1 gospel label. So we did a lot in the music industry.
I mean, how does it feel to be one half of the couple that birthed possibly the biggest female star of all time?
It feels damn good, man. That's why we sit in this big ass suite.
I mean, because the parents never talk about what it is to see their kids be so great. So it's like, on the level that I'm on, my father is super duper proud. He's cheesing every day and all that type of things. And you know what I'm saying? And I help them financially, not as much as I want to or probably will soon. You know what I'm saying? But I do put a lot of things forward for them, and I would like to do more. And I just looked at the people who have made it and been kids and been able to help their parents and bring other people along. And I always want to know, what does the parent feel like when you
Ours was reverse. I was in corporate America, and I was making a high six-figure job, selling MRI and CT scanners. So, you know, my former wife was driving a Volvo, I'm driving a Jaguar when Beyonce's, 3 and 4 years old. So it wasn't that position where she took care of us, we took care of her.
Gotcha.
You know, so I took my background in marketing and sales when they went to Star Search and lost, and started managing her. So it was a somewhat different than most parents that managed their kids, and that I really knew what the hell I was doing. Yeah.
Knowing what you're doing, how difficult is it to break through and understand where I'm going with this? Recently, now I don't know what you went through. It seems like anytime a black father's involved in helping their child become great, they vilify the black father.
Well,
you talk about LeVar Ball, you talk about Deion Sanders,
LeBron,
you know what I'm saying? LeBron with his son, and I see the same thing. It's like, Mathew Knowles, he's too involved. And I'm like, the #1 thing they say about black fathers is we're not involved.
Right, now I'm too involved.
Exactly.
Now I'm too involved.
What was the challenges of dealing with?
It was the same damn thing. You know, when I first got in the music industry, I was a dad, he didn't know what he's doing, you know, all the same stuff. Until they understood that they were selling records and I was building brands. Big difference. Until they understood that the Destiny's Child marketing budget was $500,000, I went to L'Oreal and got another $25 million because we strategically partnered with them. And so you see in those early commercials, you see Destiny's Child, you hear their music, you see Beyonce. She's done over 20 commercials with L'Oreal and Pepsi, and McDonald's. We brought those strategic partnerships. And then I became a genius. Because, you know, in the music industry, once you do a hit, then you're a genius. You know,
is that a moniker that's deserved, or you got to keep doing it?
You got to keep doing it. You got to keep, especially if you're black.
Did you always know that B was gonna be a star?
a star. She was very quiet as a kid, and loved music, always singing. And her elementary school had a competition in music, and she was upstairs practicing. You know, I'm number one sales rep. By the way, I was the number one sales rep in the world.
Well, you see how he looked at me, by the way.
By the way.
Okay, Mr. Mathew Knowles.
I'm not mad. I like the fly talk.
I like it too.
Mr. Mathew Knowles is actually my Instagram handle. So thanks for the plug.
Oh God!
I'm listening.
Oh, God,
I'm listening.
Hold on. So she was quiet.
Yeah,
and she was up there rehearsing for the music thing, and you was listening. Evidently, you snooping around like a good father.
But then I asked her, "Well, what are you singing?" And she was the song she was singing. She didn't really understand the words to it and what it meant. Okay. And it was a fundamental thing that I taught her, is that you have to understand what you're singing. Okay. And then you can feel it, because you're not singing it from your head.
Singing it from your heart.
It was a song, Home.
Is that Stephanie Mills' song?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so she got that. Now, I take that back. It was Imagine.
Imagine, okay.
Imagine. And so she took that to heart. And that day they were older kids. We're sitting there, and she's like, "Mom, Dad, like, when am I gonna get my trophy, my $100?" We're like, "You don't know." I'm thinking I better take her down 5 notches, because she's gonna lose. I was like, they older, you might not win this time. But when she got on the stage, that's how the second album of hers, Sasha Fierce, because when she got on the stage, she was a different person.
Became somebody else.
So that's the creation of Sasha Fierce right there? Wow.
Yeah. A lot of history. I'm glad you guys are really digging deep.
Nah, I mean, like I said, this is royalty. This is iconic. And you didn't even have to sit down with us. So we just want to
I like to sit down with street niggas.
Oh, well.
I'm trying to shed my street nigga brand. He's already rich. He can stay street nigga. I'm trying to shed my shit, okay? I'm a regular college guy with 2 degrees. That's it.
Most people don't realize I had a rapper that I managed, Lil O. Y'all ever heard of Lil O?
Nah,
I'm not too familiar.
He had this single, Can't Stop. And so the first tour I ever did was with UGK.
Wow.
Really?
UGK
Bun B and Pimp C?
That was the first tour. It wasn't Destiny Child. The first artist I signed
was Little O.
Was Lil O. He told me, I used to say Little O. He was like, "Mr. No, please don't call me Little O. It's Lil O." And I got him signed to MC Records. And who was on MC Records? Puffy, Mary J. Blige. They had the best urban roster.
MCA was under. That's what Uptown was under first. Uptown.
Jodeci.
MCA.
Jodeci was on there. So that's where I cut my teeth, was in the streets with a rapper, with UGK and Bon B and Pimp C. I remember his mom was the manager for MGK. For Pimp C and
Whose
Bon
mom's
B.
was the manager?
Pimp C's mother was the manager. Ma West. Ma West.
Pimp C mama was the manager. That's wild.
Are you originally from Houston?
No, I'm from a little small town in Alabama.
It seems like the Southern people really understand what it takes to be successful in the music industry on a business level, without having any understanding of what goes on in the corporate structure. Whereas up north, we're just now, everything you're talking about, you're doing is 30 years ago.
Yeah. People got it wrong. They don't really know me, man. I mean, I would go to the club every night was a fight. Every time they performed, it was a fight. I had the briefcase, and in the briefcase was a .45. Mom West loved that damn Crown Royal. Damn, you know that little sleeve, the Crown Royal?
Yeah. The purple joint.
Yeah.
The purple joint.
The 45, the Crown Royal, bag of weed, and the cash. That was my role to carry that. And about 15, 20 shows, I called my former wife. I said, I can't do this shit no more. Because these guys, they fight every night. So I got out of that part of the touring side of it. But that's where I started. I didn't start with Destiny's Child.
Wow.
But people don't know that.
Mm.
They just think I'm a proper nigga.
But think about it. Ain't that actually a good thing, though? It probably gets you through the doors a little bit better, but they might underestimate you in a different sense.
Yeah, I think you have to read the room. I think reading the room is important. Now, if I'm with a bunch of corporate people, I'm gonna change up
Of course.
the approach. But if I'm with you, I'm comfortable with y'all.
Yeah.
I wasn't scared when y'all came up in here.
We wasn't scared, nigga. That's because you was a street nigga. I wasn't scared to come up.
If anything, we're more comfortable.
What are we talking about?
Because if you think about it, you're considered royalty. Your ex-wife, both your children, that's royalty. You know,
Your
How about my
grandchildren,
son-in-law?
son-in-law. That's what I'm saying.
That's royalty.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially in today's standards. So of course, people when they see you, like when we set up this interview, we couldn't even say we're gonna do it because it's Beyonce's dad. That's Jay-Z's father-in-law. Oh shit! I'm like, a regular man.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
Well, you're right.
He's introduced as Mr. Mathew Knowles every
That's a
time.
lot of money.
I tell you that money, that Mr. in front of that bread. So you know what they do? They just call me Randy. They say, yo, hell, this is Randy, this Hynaken. They don't say Mr. Nothing, nigga, when we walk in.
Yeah, nah. There's no Mister. Yo,
Hey,
I love it.
30 years in this, ain't nobody ever fucked with me.
Yo.
Now, something is, you know, both of y'all know, it's something I must have
You
done.
must have been real. Nobody never tried to fuck you. I'm gonna keep it a bean.
And that's true. Because
I'm
by
gonna keep it a bean.
accident, it
So
should
they
have
wasn't
happened.
always famous, and he was rolling around with 4 girls.
Four girls.
That niggas was on their head.
Yeah.
Laws.
Everybody's like, who are them
Everybody was
girls?
on their
Yeah,
head.
but I also was managing Nas at the time.
Really?
I know you managed Nas too?
6 months I managed Nas. Columbia Records gave me all the fuck-ups.
Wow.
So they would give me all the people that they felt was difficult to work with. That was their definition.
Their definition of difficult.
That's not my definition.
No, I understand what you mean.
So I worked with Mario.
Word?
Yeah, Mario's second record. I did that whole,
Word?
Yeah.
Yo.
Mario, I worked with Life Jennings. I did a whole record with Life Jennings.
We did an interview with him. He said Sony owes him $10 million.
Well, he should have kept his manager.
This nigga crazy. This nigga is wild. Yo, this nigga wild. but that do be the problem.
That be the problem, though.
Yeah.
Because
chemistry.
your manager knows your business.
Right.
They know
Or
how you
supposed
work.
to know your business.
They supposed to know. They know how you work, and they are the liaison with you and the corporate people.
Yeah.
It always gets twisted when the creatives want to just talk to the corporate people.
Yeah.
When the corporate people get in their ear, be like, you know what? I think that you should talk to me directly because Mathew is taking you down the wrong road, and Mathew, and Mathew got Beyonce, and Mathew got other things that he got to do. So maybe you slipping through the cracks, and these dumb niggas go for it.
And they bullshit them on the creative.
Yeah.
Oh, that shit is hot. And then when you walk out, they're like, man, we ain't gonna never put that shit out.
Yeah,
I've
I know
seen that happen.
Yo, I've seen
Many
it.
times.
No, I've seen it. It's happening still. When I'm listening to people play the records and then I go to dinner with the record exec and I know that they don't care about the record because they're not even talking about it.
Listen, Matthew, you couldn't even imagine how many rappers' budgets was spent on us just to go out to dinner.
Come on, man. Like, you can't be smart.
Yeah, but a lot of artists don't understand how this recoupment thing works.
No, they don't.
Explain it to them.
So imagine I'm gonna keep it real simple. The record sells and it makes $100. But you got a 10% royalty, right? you've got to pay back the $100 because let's say your expenses was $100 and it made $100.
So you got zero.
No, you would think you got
It's
zero.
negative 200.
You're negative.
Because you got a 10% royalty, you still owe $90. Because you got to pay the $100 out of the 10%.
Out of your 10%.
That's what people don't understand. That's where they get confused.
You got to pay the $100 out of your 10% earnings.
Out of your earnings, not on the gross earning of the record.
I always thought, yo, you school. I always thought it was. So
that's why it's so
doing that.
up.
So doing that, yo, I gotta ask a question. How many records did y'all have to sell to get out of debt?
Millions.
When did you get out of debt? It wasn't what album?
Halfway through the second one. Because I kept expenses down.
Okay.
I kept expenses way down.
For the people.
Interesting.
Can you tell us how much is expenses way down? How much money is expenses way down?
Well, you're talking about advance. You're talking about the recording process of, studios, cars, planes. You got talking about producers.
Food, stipends.
Yeah, you talking
what's
about
expenses way down? I want the people to hear what expenses way down is.
Yeah.
What's expenses way down?
Way down is why we recorded the way we did. Remember I said the producers didn't come?
But how much? But how much?
He wants a number.
Oh, he wants
do you
a
have
number.
a number of what you consider way down?
Ballpark.
Because I'll be trying to tell these people how much money is spent really on music.
And then
they think, I just want to say this to you, they think the whole idea of music is just recording the record.
Nah.
This is what I be trying to tell people.
Nah.
That's the least amount. So when you saying expenses low, I just wanted to, $1.5 million? Is that low?
I would rather say $1 million.
$1 million is $1 million.
It's keeping it low.
Because you got to shoot videos. Remember back then?
I agree, bro.
Back then, videos
like 500,000, 300,000.
You get Hype Williams at 750.
That's what I'm trying to tell people. So before we even get to the video, because my thing, Mr. Mathew Knowles, right, is that everybody wants to come in this music business. And they treat it like it's creative only. They don't understand that the business part is what makes the engine
About
run.
60%.
Okay. I always say 80%, but I'm going to go with you because you're more experienced. So we're going to say 60%, okay? 60% is business. So if you're not grasping any business, you're already 60% behind.
But the other difference back then, you was doing radio. And so you had independent
budgets,
promotions.
Yes.
And that's where the label was paying themselves.
Got you.
Oh, they were paying themselves off the radio promo?
Well, the independent.
The independent. Oh.
Because I'm paying, because Mathew Knowles, Mr. Mathew Knowles, is going to call me.
Yeah.
And he's going to pay me.
Yeah.
And I'm his man.
And then he's going to give me some money back.
Yeah, I'm going to give him some money back. Right. And you're going to go do your regular fucking job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then you might get another little budget from the label. This is his independent budget.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When I be telling people you got to have a discretionary fund when you go to the label. Even when you first sign, you can get a small discretionary fund. Ask them for $20,000, $25,000 so you can go out and build your own relationships. That's what keeps Cash Money in business. They deal directly with the DJs. They deal directly with all the people. They get their money directly, their own fund to do what they got to do. That's how you stay on top.
And that's what we did. For every person at Columbia Records, we had a marketing person, we had a video promotions person, we had an A&R person. We matched exactly the departments that the record label
Wow.
did. Music World, we had one time like 70 employees.
I remember Music World.
But we sold more records outside of America than we have inside of America, because most artists don't understand the world. There's only 300 million people in America. There's 8 billion people in the world. Why would you want to focus just on America? I never got
They
that.
don't want to travel.
They don't understand it either.
Motherfuckers is lazy.
They don't understand it either.
I think laziness is the biggest thing with the creators, because they think that their creating is the work.
Yeah.
Getting out to talk to the radio,
promotions
going
is
on
the work.
tour,
Yeah,
not getting paid. They think about getting millions, but how about when they was on promo tour? Jay was on promo tour with Clue. You're not getting paid. You out there to promote your record. That's the work.
That's the work.
Whose decision was it when y'all had all the turmoil with Destiny Child? When the other two left, whose decision was it to just say, F it? We're going to have one and we're going with three now.
Yeah, ultimately, and I'm glad you raised that because people got it wrong. Ultimately, the record label ultimately makes that decision.
Interesting.
Because you've signed a contract and you have names on the contract. So ultimately, they had to say, I'm okay with it. That was the ultimate decision maker. Probably the least decision maker was the members. Because they were kids. And nobody's making, let me make sure y'all understand that. Nobody's making multi-million-dollar decisions with a damn 17-year-old. Ain't nobody making those kind of decisions with teenagers.
Gotcha.
So the record label ultimately made the ultimate decision. Said, yeah, it's okay. If y'all want to change the number of people, we're okay with that. As long as Beyoncé is still in the band, we're okay with it.
I mean,
I'm just giving you the real. I'm just giving you the real.
That's what we're here for. So when you going through that and the first record isn't as popular as maybe y'all think y'all was because y'all had to do the remix to the No No No, right? Word around town, I just asked about facts is that they really wasn't funding y'all. And you dug in your pocket and started doing tours and putting them on the road and got them hot and got them rocking with the DJs. Is that true?
That's totally true. I mean, I was out in the streets, man.
Yeah, because they told me you were, I don't know if I should say this because they told me you was a street nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They said you legendary
I
in
don't know
the
if I said
streets.
this before, but with my family who knew who you was, that you verified that you was familiar with the name, they would be like, yo, you need to come down here because you know Mathew, he cool. You know that nigga's a street nigga.
Yeah.
And I would be like, who, Beyonce?
They all get it confused, man. They all get it confused because I wore a suit and all that shit. But no, I'd be out there, man, with the people. I'll be with the DJs. I'll be out at the clubs. I'm passing out flyers. I'm having them on the window with 97.9 The Box, man, eating damn turtle soup with this dude, the DJ who played our record, whatever it took.
You got a project that you're working on right now.
Yeah.
Where you're reimagining Destiny's Child. Speak on that.
Well, you know, most people, again, don't understand the music industry. They're like, when is Destiny's Child going to do a tour? So, first of all, what people don't understand, if they said today yes, it would be 3 years. It takes 3 years on the level of doing stadiums, which is where it would be. It would take 3 years
to set that up.
Secondly, what people don't understand is who owns the trademark Destiny's Child?
Who owns that motherfucker? Don't tell me it's street nigga. Don't tell me street nigga own it.
No wonder he had the 45 in the
front. Don't tell me street nigga own it. Oh, boy. Here we go.
Yo, you know what? Let's...
No,
hold on.
This is one of my favorite joints already. We didn't even start.
Mr. Mathew Knowles, right? I'm about to say something. He didn't want to say this.
What?
Currently, right now, I think you can expedite this faster. He has a royalty with Jumpin', where your daughter.
Why are you bringing this
redid
up
the
on
song,
camera?
So he's just trying to make sure that
They must ain't sign off on the final album yet, because I ain't get my little stinking royalties and all that.
So can we make that happen?
Yeah, but he did a remix.
No, my producer did the original.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
With what's the producer that had the big name? Chad. He did it with Chad. Yeah, so we went through the paperwork and whatever, you know what I'm saying? I got his percentages back, and then I get my little 10% every time that we get the royalty for, I didn't even think about this, for fucking Jumpin'.
Yeah.
So every 6 months, they send a payment out.
Right.
So he calls me and says, yo, guess what? They sampled Jumpin' for another Beyonce record, and we gonna get paid. I said, but you know they gotta sign off on all the producer royalties. I said, that shit take forever. I said, look at how long it took me to get y'all to sign off on fucking Jumpin'. So he been waiting for this royalty for 3 years.
Because I want the money.
He been waiting for my royalty for 3 years.
So let me tell you something about that song, and then I answer your question.
I bet.
I never mixed the record. The record that's on the album never was mixed.
Jumpin'?
It's just a raw recording?
I took it raw and mastered it. Because there was no need to. You heard me say earlier, perfection is the enemy of profitability. The shit sounded great. Y'all didn't know it wasn't mixed.
No.
First time anybody heard me say that. The girls know I didn't mix it.
Never. Fuck you ain't mixed Jumpin' back then.
It was perfect, man. We did the song down in Houston.
Because producers kind of mixed their own stuff a little bit back then too, didn't they? But no, it wasn't.
Destiny's Child, seldom did a producer ever even meet them. They would send the tracks to me. Beyonce would pick out the tracks she liked. They would go in the studio in Houston and do those first songs. Chad Elliott never went into the studio with Jumpin' with the girl.
Yo, he's in shock. There's a reason he's in shock.
This nigga, no. I'm just laughing because this man had it under wraps from early.
Jump!
Yeah.
Because usually,
no pun intended.
Because usually, and you correct me if I'm wrong, I've been a manager too for a minute, you know what I'm saying? Usually when they're fresh and young, you want to have them around the producers.
No,
he went the opposite way. Like, nah, y'all not gonna touch these broads.
Yeah.
Y'all not gonna touch these girls. Y'all gonna send this to me, and we're gonna do this how we do it from the beginning.
Survivor, the producer never even met the girls till after.
Wow. I'm a survivor.
So when me and Rockwilder worked with them, that was but they were of age back then when he did the Bootylicious remix, and we did the If and Free and all of that. They was of age. But
Rockwilder was my boy.
But family, that's why
that was my boy.
That was my gateway.
Because he managed him for 10 years.
That was my gateway. That's how I know B and all them. But everybody knows that. This is the one thing I said about Rockwilder. Shout to you. One, he gave me opportunity when nobody else did. Shout to Kamala Gordon for even being the freaking beacon for that. He put me around everybody A-list from Jump Street. He trusted me. And the third thing was everybody loved that motherfucker.
I was going to say, he's a good guy.
Everybody loved that. You could come in the studio and Beyonce would just be laying on the shit, talking to Rock, not on no funny, this is Rock, look at her like this my sister. Yeah. Everybody loved Rockwilder. Christina Aguilera, every big person he ever worked with, loved Rockwilder.
Everybody in the industry knew they dad was gangster. Was a street nigga.
But
everybody knew that.
We did it. He's so happy I knew it. He's so happy I knew it. Now he'd be like, oh, niggas know, nigga.
Back to the Reimagine tour.
Thank you.
That's
I
what
was getting back there.
Yeah.
I was gonna let y'all have y'all.
No, but I want to.
But
let's talk. What does that entail? You said it takes 3 years.
My point is that I don't see Destiny's Child doing a tour. It would be, even if they said yesterday, 3 to 5 years. I think Beyonce's working on a new project. I think Kelly is working on a new film project. Michelle is on Broadway. Just jump off of Broadway. So I don't see that happening for a long time, if it ever happens. Because I think the ladies are smart enough that they don't want to be 50 years old, look different, and go out with a tour. I think it would be smart. Wouldn't it be smart if their kids went on tour as Destiny's Child? So
and redo the songs, and perform the same songs that they performed before, or be a whole new group and a whole new song.
I don't know. I don't know that because I won't be around. But I don't see Beyonce, Kelly, and Michelle doing a Destiny's Child tour anytime soon. So what I did is the answer Reimagine. So there's this company called Fever out of Spain, and they do 1,000 shows a day around the world. And what these shows are, 3,000 candles, In the middle is a stage, and they have string musicians play the hit songs. And it's a really cool experience. It's a really cool experience. So they've been doing Beyonce for the last year and a half, Taylor Swift, Adele, Metallica. They do A-list artists. But it's this cool experience. So on January 9th, we start in Houston. We're here at the Sony Hall on the 29th of January. And you can go to destiny'schild.com and get your tickets. But it's for the grown and sexy.
But Destiny's Child's not gonna be there, right?
No,
they're just playing the Destiny's Child song.
The music. And the audience gets involved singing and dancing. And everybody gets dressed up.
It's a live band orchestra?
Yeah, live orchestra. So it's an experience.
It's like going to the club, but you instead of a DJ playing it, you get the
live experience. Is there people singing or is it just
they're singing?
Oh, they're actually singing the records too.
Audience, yeah. Oh yeah, they get
Oh
into
wow,
it. Yeah.
okay, all right. That's different. I've never even heard of nothing like that.
It's called Candlelight.
Candlelight.
Yeah.
It was you that put the Nas and Destiny's Child records, or what? Was he in the video?
No, he wasn't with them. But when you
video,
when you start looking at like Lady Gaga and Beyonce with Telephone, I went out in 2002 and I bought 5 black management company. Another thing people don't know: Troy Carter and Julius Erving.
J. Irving Jr. You bought that shit?
I made all these young men millionaires in 2002. I was at Sanctuary. That was the company.
I know about Sanctuary.
I was the president of.
I should have told B, call your father, tell street nigga to give me a check.
Yeah, I was the president of Sanctuary Urban, Music World Sanctuary Urban.
Damn.
So I bought Troy, those guys. They had Eve, Floor Tree, and then they went on to have Lady Gaga.
Yeah, Lady Gaga.
I bought Demet Guidry. He had Mary Mary.
Okay.
I bought Kendu Isaac. He had Mary J. Blige.
Yeah.
I bought another guys in L.A. that had D12.
When you bought it, what does that mean?
I bought their company, their management company.
No, I'm saying, so what was the process? So you put you get with a hedge fund or
give
something?
them $1 million, and now
you essentially own your
shit? We own the company now. Their company.
Would they have a percentage still? Would they still get a salary?
They still got,
okay, so I'm
salary.
asking. Okay, so they would get it. So I'm selling my company to you, and I'm coming up. I'm coming up with your company, and you're gonna give me a salary to still work with the same people I've been working.
But more importantly, I'm gonna give you my wisdom.
Got you. And my connections. And my know-how.
Exactly.
I'm a mentor you and give you this money too.
And we had Nelly, the young man up in St. Louis.
St. Louis.
Yeah.
You had him too?
Yeah. So, see, people don't know. That's why Nelly and Kelly did Dilemma. That's why Beyonce and Lady Gaga did Telephone. Because I own the management companies.
Damn.
So you just circling the money back.
Where you get your business prowess from, bro?
20 years in corporate America, Xerox Corporation, 10 years. In the medical division of Xerox, 8. First black in America to sell MRI and CT scanners with Philips Medical. And Johnson & Johnson as a neurosurgical specialist. I'm fucking smart.
Yo, bro.
So before that, was your upbringing, was your mother and father around?
Entrepreneurs.
Do you come from that?
Oh, it's in the blood.
That's why I'm asking.
Yeah.
I gotta know.
Yeah, my mom and dad, country folks, man. My dad made $30 a week as a truck driver and convinced the white folks to let him have the truck. And he'd go tear down old houses, and sell all the wood, copper, aluminum. You buy
with their truck.
With their truck. With their truck. That's the important part. My mom was a colored maid. $3 a day, $15 a week, convinced the white woman, all her friends to give all the hand-me-down, all the clothes. And on the weekend,
sell the clothes.
She would make quilts.
And sell the quilt.
$150 for a quilt.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Back then, that's insane amount of money.
It gets better. Beyonce's granddad, Sir Davis, my grandfather, her great-grandfather, my grandfather, who I knew, he owned 200 acres of land. Let me tell you what he did. He would partial off 50 acres of land. He was a farmer, and he would get the paper mill to lease 50 acres. Now, what would a paper mill do with the land?
They take trees, right? They could cut down the trees and make the trees in the paper.
And so
He sold the trees too?
No. They cleared his land
so he could farm.
So he could farm behind him. Gangster. Dave Hogue.
Smart.
So that's my background.
This is a random question, but as a older man, what was that talk like when Jay-Z comes to you and says, I want to marry your daughter? Because that's tradition.
I got to ask him a question about that. Niggas told me you gave her away to him. Like it was like a arranged type of thing.
Nah, it wasn't that. It wasn't that at all.
But
he did it the right way.
Okay, because in today's relationship setup, the father finds out last. Oh, I'm married, but it's supposed to be.
Hell no. I found out last. Hell no.
I thought he was about to say fuck that. I thought he was about to say when he said found out last, I thought he was about to say fuck that.
In today's relationship, but tradition is the man goes to the father first.
Yeah.
To say, I would like your blessing and your permission to, take your daughter's hand in marriage. Is that?
Yeah, it was more like that.
Okay.
Word? It was traditional like that, for real?
Well, not traditional, but it was an ask. It was
two street niggas go to the back and let's have a talk.
It was respect, yeah.
I'm gonna bring the cigar. Let's go kick it. Street nigga, come to the back. Let me holler at you. I'm street nigga too. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about this.
It was a respect thing. Okay. Jay's a good man. Good father. Good guy.
I've never gone through this, and he's currently going through this. How do you get through a divorce and it's public? Because I've gone through it as a child and seen what it does to children.
Yeah.
And I'm watching my good friend go through it, and we're like, they just think men are just supposed to bounce around and be good. And I'm like, that's not how that fucking goes.
I was in the house for a year.
He was in a
I just came out the house.
So we do artist development with all of our artists, right? And that's something I've always been proud of, artist development. Part of that is media training. And I'm going to say to you what I say to my artists. I prefer not to answer that.
Got you. Understood.
And I share with my artists, you didn't put a gun to my head that I have to answer that. I just respectfully say, I prefer not to answer that. Let's move on to something else.
No problem.
Wasn't that cool?
Yeah, I like that.
No, that's. No, I'm not mad at that.
Yeah. I probably say it because I be needing to get my shit out. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I'm talking about it less now.
I just don't want to be on TMZ with that. Yeah.
I understand.
I got a TMZ question. Do you think it's so? Why they keep dragging Beyonce's ex-boyfriend through the mud one time every year for losing her?
Talking about the kid, the chef kid.
They say he's in the barbershop now, but the one boyfriend that they said, why do you think that they keep bringing this BS up every year about this boy lost her?
They put his picture
in high
up.
school. They embarrass this man every year. Like
it's not even worth us talking about, man.
Where do you feel like it's going now? Because it's not about selling the physical units. Your daughter and a couple of people still can sell physical units, even if it's digitally. You know what I'm saying? Where do you think that the business is?
Well, again, I teach this stuff. I've been a college professor for 25 years.
Okay.
So I teach this stuff. I mean, it's catalog is what makes money.
Okay.
Putting out a new record from a record label perspective, we've got to cough up a couple of million more dollars, right? But catalog, you've already recouped your investment and you're making a profit. So you look at the majors, it's their catalog division that's
really making the money.
The money for them.
But that's the publishing, that's the royalties.
So what do you think about artists selling their catalogs? What do you?
I think it's a good thing, man.
You do?
Absolutely. When you can get 10 to 15 times multiple. So if you're doing, $1 million, you can get a $15 million check that's going to take you 15 years to get it, because that's what a multiple is.
Number of years, adding up the years, and they giving it to you right now.
So that because I could take that 15-year that 15 million and flip it and double it.
That's because you're smart, though. It's not. It's a lot of these people that just not.
They blow the money.
They're not thinking about flipping, and they're not thinking about
shame on
doubling.
them. You know, we sad for them, but
what about the legacy, though? What about the old way of thinking that you own your publishing, you own this, you pass it down to your kids, you have it forever?
I didn't leave my kids shit.
Why?
Because they billionaires.
But you different. But you different. Everybody ain't got billionaire kids. But we talking about street nigga. We talking about the overall. Though. We not talking about street nigga. We talking about the general person in the business. Come on, nigga. Your fucking daughter's Beyonce, Solange, Jay-Z's your motherfucking
Blue Ivy's his granddaughter.
Blue Ivy's your granddaughter. She worth millions. They already say, no, this nigga don't do nothing. And she's on Instagram and she's worth 48 million. How, nigga? No wonder you ain't gotta leave them niggas nothing. But we talking about regular black people, nigga. I'm not leaving them shit. They all billionaires, nigga. No shit. They billionaires.
You didn't ask the question right. You didn't ask the question right.
Yo, you good. You
didn't ask the question right. He didn't ask the question right.
I'm not supposed to be perfect. Then you say being perfect is the something or the something, nigga. So I'm getting it out. Pause.
Well, I mean, as a businessman,
Oh boy.
would it make sense for Beyonce to sell her catalog, Jay-Z?
I think everybody has to look where they are financially.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's about legacy at all, because
Okay.
99% of the people out there, they don't understand how the music industry works.
Works.
So they won't even understand and know that you sold it, most of them. So it's not about that. It's about where are you financially. And
Makes
if
sense.
somebody's saying, today I'll give you $15 million, some people will be, that's a good deal. Because I might need the 15 million. It's going to take me 15 years to make 15 million. Why not get it now? Some people say, I could take that and flip it and make it into 30 million. So it's according to every individual person where they are.
Her catalog would be worth like what to sell it? Like
Billion.
$1 billion.
10 minimum?
I don't know. Shit.
At least 10
It's hit. It's
minimum.
Man, it's hard. It's hard to get when you up that high.
It's different.
It's hard to get. It's so many things that they're gonna gauge that we're not even thinking of. It's bigger than music. She got merchandise, branding,
Cities, states, countries,
like, all over the world. You can put this girl. So
and most people don't really know the accomplishment.
How do you feel about the quality of music? That seems.
Well, I think one of the challenges we have now is anybody can put up a song on and be an artist. Anybody can do that. So now we have too many damn songs to sift through, too many artists that unfortunately it's just not enough room for them to move a needle. So it just makes it even more difficult because you just got too much out there now. So now AI is coming, and then that's going to triple what's out there. It's going to be interesting where music goes, but what I think will never end is your ability to entertain and live music. Most people can't do that.
Yeah.
Most people can go in the
That's
studio.
a hard
and
life,
sing.
ain't it though? The touring, isn't the touring life a
$1
hard
billion
life?
is a hard life too. Yeah. Damn, that's hard.
I'm not gonna play.
It's hard, man, when every night 80,000 people are screaming your name. That's hard, man.
But what about the work behind that? Because it's a lot of work behind that. What about
it's
the
a lot of-
rehearsal?
people don't know
late
about that.
nights, the not
Anybody
eating.
in any position in life that's number one and the best at it, put in the work. Because it's not work to them. When you live your passion, you never work a day in your life. Don't ever forget that. When you live your passion. And most people don't understand that. These people are living their passion. This is what they wake up in the morning and go to bed wanting to do. And to them, it's not work. It's fun.
I love that. I love doing what we do too. So I can attest to that.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
So they get their dream, their passion, they get to live that every day.
I'm just enjoying this conversation because in our culture, you know, everybody loves the spotlight of being an artist, this and that. However, you're explaining all the intricacies of what it would be to be a powerful manager and powerful business person and given the personality.
And you have to have a team. You know, they can't do it by themselves. The best artists realize they can't have the brain width to do the business and the artistry. So they have a good team, a manager, entertainment attorney, marketing people, understanding now social media. They have a great team about it. And going back to the question with all the new artists out there, you can't put in, you know, want to become a millionaire, but you're doing minimum wage type of work. Your work ethics is minimum wage, but you want to make maximum amount of money. You got to put in the work to be successful at this. To be the #1 sales rep in the world, I had to put in the work. To be the very best. See, the Knowles family, our goal is always to be the best in the world. So you got to set your parameters of what you want to be in life. Do I want to be good or do I want to be the best? That's different when you want to be the best at it. When you have the most Grammys than anybody on earth. And you're the #1 female artist in the world. And you've sold more records now than Michael Jackson. That's the best, being the best in the world. And I was the best in the world, so I'm not surprised my kids are the best in the world. Their dad was the best in the world.
That's what parents dream for, you know what I'm saying? To see the legacy pass on the proper way.
People forget the creativity of Solange.
Why do you think that is? Because her sister's so big?
Yeah, it's because her sister.
She got swallowed up a little bit.
But she did something genius.
What?
She decided to move in a different direction to her own drum. She didn't try to do the big thing. She decided to do things that move the needle. You know, she does a multitude. She don't just do music. You know?
Yeah, she does a lot of things. 'Cause she's iconic in her own right. Like she got her own swag, her own section, the type of people that she deals with, that she gives shouts out to, that you find her with.
And they know her, they love her, and she's carved out a market that's just for her. It's just like my grandson. Like nobody talks about Jules. Jules is top 10 male model in the world. My grandson Jules. Now I done told that little nigga, and I hope you hear me, Jules. Your last name is Smith, and I respect you and your daddy for that. But if you add Jules Knowles Smith, your life is gonna change. And they're here to let you hear.
Yeah.
You need to add Knowles to your name.
Yeah, you should. Hey, yo, it's on. I mean,
he's right.
It's smart business, man.
Right?
And what did I say? Royalty. Royalty is not only in bloodline; it's in name.
Because when you say Jules Smith, you know.
Yeah, that's cool. But you say Knowles, you be like, is he related to Beyonce?
Yeah.
But why do I seem like this generation, they don't want that.
They seem to shy away from it, run away from it.
If I found out that we fucking related once we leave here, I'm telling everybody.
Oh yeah, it's up.
This nigga my cousin.
Yo, hold on.
You didn't know?
Yeah.
That's why your mama never wanted you to come to Houston. Did you say your mama never wanted you to come to Houston?
Want me to go to Texas. She was like, no, do not go down there, yo.
Yeah,
but you mentioned about the kids going. You would have your granddaughter like redo her mother.
It's just an idea.
That's a great idea.
Somebody asked me the other day, and I said, that might be cool if the granddaughters came back and did as Destiny's Child.
I mean, that's an amazing idea. Blue Ivy doing that with her.
If that could be done, I've never seen that before.
That'd be culturally iconic, out of this world.
Right.
I've never seen that before.
Because you see the hoopla with Bronny and LeBron, just to be able to see that happen for the amount of time to now see that happen, it's like, whoa.
That would be different. I think the world would love something like that. Like,
absolutely.
like they hated on the Bronny thing, but I think the world, it's a different air when it comes to music.
If LeBron was white and he let his son, hey, that was smart. Yeah, Bob let his son, on the team. That's what people do, man, when you have leverage.
Whew.
I ain't hating on LeBron. I think it was genius. I'm glad to see a black man use his leverage and say, okay, I want my son on the team. It don't matter if he's good. I have the leverage to say, I want my son. And I'm unapologetic about that. As black people, we got to quit that bullshit. Like, oh man, that only happened. White people do that all the time.
All the time.
We have to really get out of this whole envy and jealousy. We got to get out of that, man.
Yeah, that's hard for black people. I'm going to be honest, I had looked at it differently. I'm a big sports fan, so all my guys is in sports. One of my best friends is a coach at Seton Hall. So when I was watching these kids come up, I'm going to be honest, I was just like, I don't think he's good enough to be in the pros. And we argued about this for years, and I would be like,
and I had your stance. Like,
and I was always the stance from former basketball player. And I was like, did you see him play? And everybody that I would go see, I'm wrong now, because me and Ross Strickland had a long talk about that. I'm just telling you what the view was, because after we've talked to many people about it, they definitely have changed my view on it and say, yeah, you got to create the leverage. Yeah, it is cool for him to do. I'm just saying, how I looked at it was like, yo, if he's not good enough, then there's another kid out there that wants to feed his family, and they need to feed their family. Let that kid get the 55 pick. You know what I'm saying?
And I think and I might be wrong on this. I think it was Michael Jordan that had his college friend, a little white guy, a little short guy, wasn't even 6 foot.
Is it Jeff Lebo?
I'm not sure, but somebody, I think it was Michael, that part of his contract, they had to
have him on the team?
On the team.
Okay, see, I didn't know.
That's the
I'm
same
not
thing.
sure it's Michael, but
DeMar DeRozan did that for Master P's son.
Yeah.
When he went to USC, he said, I will only go to any college if you have Little Romeo on the team.
And that's called leverage.
Yeah, and I'm not mad at it, because the white people have been doing it for years, but when we do it, it's a problem.
Yeah. It's a problem.
And I'm like, no.
You're right. We argued about this for a long time.
Years, man.
And then Rod Strickland is a good friend of mine, and we had Rod on the show, and we talk about a lot of stuff behind the scenes when it comes to sport. And Rod was like, nah, he's a pro. He was like, Randy, he called me by my, he's like, yo, Randy, like, listen, it's a lot of niggas that's on the end of the bench, that's bums, that's just there because they cool with this GM, or they scout, or dude that they marry, or they dad play. He's like, it's a lot of niggas that we don't even talk about. He's like, it's just more high profile because it's his son. And I said, you've been an NBA player, I'm going to shut my mouth, pause, and I'm going to mind my business, and I'm going to go with what you say. And
are you familiar with Chicago Sky?
Yes.
The championship?
Yeah, the girls, yeah.
Google the owners of Chicago Sky, and you'll see Mathew Knowles come up.
And the phone rings.
You own a piece of the Sky too?
Yeah.
When did you get into that?
Day one.
What was your thoughts on the amount of, because you said about being black, right?
Yeah. You know, we all know Billboard is like our Bible.
Right? Yes.
And we all agree to that.
Yes.
So in the year 2000 to 2009, which is a decade, so for the artists of the decade, people not paying attention, Beyoncé was the #1 female artist of the decade from 2000 to 2009. Don't take my word, just go research it. Guess who was the #1 female group in the world?
Destiny's Child.
Destiny's Child.
The man you own.
But the other part of that, if I was a white manager,
you'd be considered,
I would be considered the #1 manager ever.
Yes.
Of all time.
So I never get that respect that's deserved.
Why do you think that is? Because you're her father?
Because he's black.
Or is it because you're her daddy too? You're black and
what
her
about
father.
all the other fathers?
I don't think it's
They
that.
don't give a lot of fathers credit, bro, for what they've done.
Jessica Simpson's father. But they give him credit?
I said for a father and being black. Because even if you look at Brandy's mother, like, we all know that she was the beast behind the scenes.
Yeah.
They never talk
even
about her.
Usher's mother.
Usher's mother. Exactly.
They had their one little time. time of when they were ascending and they was like, oh, your mother, your this is with you, but they don't never say how these people are legacy acts and their parents been their managers, so what would not make them a good manager?
But it's not just that. Did you know that, and most people don't know this, Britney Spears, Backstreet Boys, and NSYNC manager was black.
I didn't know. Oh, yeah, I did know. The dude
Jay
with the
Wright.
hair, Jay Wright, yes.
I didn't know.
Yeah, Jay Wright is black.
He
yes,
don't
I
get
know.
credit.
He don't, yeah, that's true.
So it's black first.
He don't, yeah, it's black first then.
Because he's black
He
first
definitely
and he's
don't
a
get
black
credit.
man.
And they talk about Scooter Braun
But you know what they
all the
always
time.
Scooter Bro? But because anytime it's a black man, it's
Right.
luck.
Yeah,
But when it's another race, it's genius.
exactly.
So racism, I mean, racism.
It's always
we
gonna
know
be there.
It's always going to be
All-
there.
because I'm glad you're telling us all the other people you're responsible for. Because all they could say is, it's easy
I
to
didn't
have
even know that stuff.
It's easy to have a daughter and be her. And now it's like, no.
I still
One,
built out.
two,
I still
three,
built out. I didn't stick with her. I still built out. I did my own thing. I put my own contribution to music that's not just
The body of work.
It-
You
it
know,
Destiny's
it's not
Child.
just one thing.
We saw the amount of resistance your daughter was getting entering the country music realm. You know,
So again, I'm going to educate on that.
Okay, please.
speak on that.
Go.
I want to hear, yeah. And
So again, I want you to Google this, audience. Google the labels that I own. Then you'll know in 2002, I bought a country label, Compadre Records. Billy Joe Shaver. I licensed Johnny Cash. Snoop Dogg is on the Johnny Cash remix album I made. 2002. Your daddy owns a country label.
Wait, you know about country music.
Maybe.
You
You know
already
something
hipped about country music.
Yeah.
so the seeds were already planted.
Yeah,
I mean, they're in Texas. They do rodeos and shit.
black people don't realize black people. I'm from Alabama.
Do
My
country
dad
music.
listened to country, blues, and gospel. Those three things, equal amount. Like country music, cowboys. Like again, it's a racial thing. The issue is we don't want black folks in country music because country music is perceived as white.
White.
Of course, yes.
DeFord Bailey, this brother was the first person to perform on the Grand Ole Opry.
Wow.
DeFord Bailey, black man, playing a harmonica. See, I teach a course at Pepperdine, African American aesthetic culture from spirituals to hip hop. I told you, I'm a smart dude.
Just by you saying Pepperdine, I'm like, oh, all right.
We gonna have to have dinner and match each other's ways because
I love to do that.
I'm a smart dude too.
I like to do
I like that. I like
Yeah,
that.
You got 2 degrees, I got 3.
Yeah. Oh,
He heard you. Oh, my.
I don't have 3. I got 2
PhD.
from Morgan State. I got 2 of them things though.
He said I got 3.
Historically black college. Shout out to the Morgan State Bears.
Shout out to Fisk University,
There you
where I
go.
did my undergrad.
Okay. So we got some things in common.
Yeah, we might.
So what made you want to get into WNBA?
Michelle Williams from Rockford, Illinois. You know, I built the strategy for all of the ladies where they are today.
Okay.
Michelle wanted to be in, and when I came up with the idea, you know, they did solo albums
Yeah, each of them.
between the 3rd and 4th and 5th
remember that.
Destiny's Child. That was strategy.
Yeah, she did gospel, right?
She's a gospel girl, right? So I wanted her because Chicago Sky is in Chicago and she's from Rockford. It made sense for her to invest, and I had, you know, a lot of opportunities come my way, and I said, Michelle, she didn't want to do it. I said, okay, if you don't want to do it, I'll help you. I'll invest along with you. I'll match whatever you invest, and I actually doubled what she invests. And so she invested in Chicago Sky. That's how.
Move for her now.
That's how I got in.
So when they
into it.
won the championship, you got a championship.
And you gotta
bring
remind-
that motherfucker
you gotta
right.
remind me when I do these podcasts. I gotta wear my ring, man.
Wow.
Yeah. Candace Parker,
Candace Parker.
amazing woman.
Yeah, they had counted her out, and when she did her thing in her hometown,
we just talked about that.
Literally spoke about that
2 days ago because I've been watching the women's basketball
for
since
years.
fucking Tisha Penachero and
A lot of
Cheryl
people
Swoops
don't
and
have a
them.
clue what I do, man.
Yeah.
You know,
I appreciate
But is that smart? I mean, I think that's smart because
Why?
Because niggas is hating, and he's making the money, and he's from royalty. Why the fuck do I gotta tell everybody what I'm doing?
Yeah, he's right on that.
Well,
I never forget Daryl Simmons, who Destiny's Child had a lot of names before they became Destiny's Child. Daryl is Babyface and L.A. Reid's writing partner to this day.
Yeah.
His company is called Silent Partner Production. Silent Partner. And the logo is quietly making noise. And I always, in my head, I always say, I just want to quietly make noise for a number of reasons. One is a jealousy and stuff. The other one is for media.
Stay out the way.
I don't need all of that. I'm good. But make an impact. You know, people talk about legacy. I don't say this is what I want my legacy to be. You'll never hear me say this. I want my body of work for you to say what my legacy is. I don't think it's right that I say what it is. I want my body of work to speak for itself. So that's why I do more and more of these conversations, because most people don't know what I do. You know, I'm here because of the Destiny's Child Reimagined. Today I get to see the rehearsal. I'm here also because I've invested, my wife and I, in another production group in musicals on Broadway. Louis Armstrong's we invested in. We invested in one that's called Two Strangers that's on Broadway right now. So I went last night. I didn't want to see the whole musical. I was on the third row, and I told the ushers, like, can I sit in that last seat back there? Because I'm leaving. They were like, what do you mean you're leaving? I said, I just want to see my investment. I want to see how many people that are here. I want to see the demographics of the people that are here.
And then I'm out of here.
And then I'm out. I wanted to hear each one of them sing. The guy couldn't sing that well. The girl could sing, but it was comedy. But the band was incredible. But, you know.
Yo, what do you think it's going to take for the WNBA to get the money that they're
I think the NBA players should invest 1% of their salary to the WNBA. It would make immediate impact.
Who the hell gives money away for free?
People that care.
Why don't you invest 1% into podcasting?
Let me see your return on.
Yo, he's a businessman.
Let me see your return on investment.
That's why he got 3 degrees.
I ain't saying no.
This nigga got an answer for everything. Yo, he only pauses for 2 seconds and he got an answer. What's the money commandment that you live by? Meaning something you do to keep money in your pocket.
Man, I don't know. That's a good question. The money commandment. I don't know. Money just doesn't mean the same to me today.
Interesting.
And I think I never understand people that have this greed for money, that they need more and more money. I'm grateful, you know, we have some money, and it's good. I mean, I don't need to constantly chase money. I'm not that person.
Okay.
I just do things that I think can help mankind. But I'm not going to do that and lose money. I've done a lot of giving in my time. I don't need write-offs. I need right-on.
Gotcha.
What's the most you ever lost in a year?
Shit. I don't know. 2-3 million. Not a lot.
Damn. He said, wait, this motherfucker get on my nerves. He kept saying, this motherfucker get on my nerves. He gonna say 2-3. Not a lot. This nigga funny,
What he
boy.
say?
Boy, he flow. Yo, he comfortable. He talking.
Close this out, SO. Close this. We can talk to you for another hour.
Oh, we could just have the conversation. There's 3
Because I wanted to ask him. I got a couple
going
more things. How did you build this shit? Like
That's amazing.
when they wasn't investing in Destiny Child like that, and you said we everybody saw that the record didn't do the first one was supposed to do. How did you go from the ground basis
Your
to just,
game plan.
and build? What was the game plan to just build them back up and make the label's gonna see us?
Well, the first thing is Tommy Mottola was my mentor, and Donnie Einer.
Yeah, Donnie.
So,
I knew Corey. Corey Rooney was one of my mentors.
Right. So Corey and Tommy.
Tommy, yes.
Yeah. And you look at the first album, Corey did Sell On. And you build those relationships. For me, I believe in building relationships with people. Because when you build relationships, you can have a couple of failures. You'll get a pass because of the relationship. And they knew, Tommy and Donnie, that I was thirsty to learn. And they recognized my knowledge of marketing. And they wanted to do it a different way because they had been doing it the same way. And I started by saying they were selling records and I was building a brand. Totally different. Totally different when you build a brand. And then you bring in these strategic partners who have way more money than Sony Columbia was spending on marketing. And something really simple that moved the needle. No, right? Part 1, part 2. There's a satellite called BDS, Broadcast Data System. We were in a meeting and I said, we did this amazing remix with Wyclef. Why are we not putting it on the album? They laugh. We don't put, he's a dad. We don't put remixes on the album. We use the remix to extend at radio. I said, well, I called BDS and asked the question, if we have No, part 1 and part 2 and the lyrics are the same, but the rhythm is different, could it count as one?
Spin, yes.
And BDS called me back. Nobody's ever asked us that, Mr. Knowles. They said, well, yeah, it'll count. Donnie Einer sitting like we are, he was like, go call BDS right now to his vice president.
And let's see if it's gonna work.
No, let's see if this nigga's telling
No,
the truth.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I meant. See if this shit gonna work. I'm engaged right now. Call them niggas right now. Let's see if this nigga right.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
He comes in, man. He said, yeah, they remember talking to you. And they gonna let No, part 1, part 2. And Donnie was like, yeah, it makes sense. Put it on the fucking album. That was the first decision that got their respect. Because that moved the needle. Just put it on speaker. They're going to say, Mr. Knowles.
She didn't say almost 11:30. She said it's 11:28.
Yes.
You got to be precise and exact.
Lynn has been with me. She's my assistant 25 years.
Loyalty.
I was going to hire her to be Destiny's Child's road manager. But then when I interviewed her, she had worked with Clear Channel and she understood touring and stuff. And I decided to make her my assistant. Yeah.
I'm gonna keep you with me. That's a smart decision.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let them have you,
but it's also about having the right team.
Yeah, that's why I said she fits your mold of who you are when you say Clear Channel.
She's 7 days a week and she's got the work ethics, man. She's amazing.
How do you pick your team?
It starts with passion, man. When I sign artists, I don't go out and, they used to go, we own a whole block in downtown Houston. I sold it years ago. And we had rehearsal facilities. People, artists would come and want to showcase. They want me to hear them sing a rap. I don't want to do that first. I want to sit on the sofa like I am now. I used to call it the sofa. I'll sit where one of y'all sitting and we just talk. I want to know, are you passionate about what you do? Because you could have all the voice in the world, but if you're not passionate,
put that work in.
It's not going to work. It's going to implode. As soon as in life, bad stuff going to happen. Mistakes are going to happen. But if you're not passionate, again, what goes with that is work ethics. You find someone passionate and they will work their butts off because they love what they're doing.
And they're going to get that shit right.
So to me, it's never been about just how well you can sing or rap. To me, it has been if you're passionate, Do we have great songs? Because you can be Beyonce all day and you have a whack song, it equals whack.
You're whack.
So you got to have artists that's passionate, work ethics, great songs, and know how to deliver live. Understand it's a difference in singing and entertaining. It's a big difference in singing and entertaining. I can go to church any given Sunday and find somebody
I
can
can
sing.
sing. Yes.
But do they meet all the qualifications for entertaining? And if you're a female, I don't make the rules. I'm just smart at it. Imaging becomes critical. You have to have an image too. You can't. Lizzo worked really hard to lose weight. She got it. Adele worked really hard to lose weight.
It's part of your image. You got it.
They got it. Like
my man right here works very hard to lose weight for the imaging.
Lost about 70 pounds.
I've lost 35 because I was diagnosed with cancer 6 years ago.
Oh, you was?
But stage 1.
Oh, okay. So you good.
I worked hard to lose weight.
Okay.
But it's a lot of criteria for success in this. But it starts with being passionate. I hear and talk to a lot of artists who want to be famous, want to make a lot of money. That can't be your first reasons for doing it. It's got to be because I love this stuff.
After I loved it, because he turned me on to podcasting. After I loved it, I was working with Clue in the music business. After I loved it, my thing to him saying, I love it so much, I got to figure out where to make the money from. Do you think that was the right way to go about it? Loving it first and then saying, I want to keep doing it, but I got to figure out where the money's going to come from?
If it doesn't make money, it doesn't make sense.
Got you. So I'm wondering, okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to make money. That's got to be a prerequisite. So.
Yes.
Sean Anthony, sponsors and advertisers, please.
Yeah.
Thank you for setting this up.
I need everybody to go right now to destiny'schild.com.
Yes.
We're going to start out in Houston, Miami, Atlanta, Los Angeles, D.C., and on September 29th, tickets are on sale now at the Sony Hall. We'll be here. And again, it's...
You said what time? January
29th.
Got you.
And there's 2 shows, one at 6:30, one at 8:30, 500-seater, so they'll...
I'm definitely gonna come.
Yeah, we're pulling up.
I'm gonna
we would
come
like to take you
support
out
it.
to dinner, man.
I'm gonna video
that.
it. I'm gonna promote it. We'll get whatever you got from Sean.
Yeah.
We'll be glad to help do whatever we can
Post
do.
this.
Post
But
it
y'all
up
some
and
good guys,
everything,
man.
so I appreciate that.
But we take appreciation for this. You didn't have to do this, bro.
Yeah, I wanted to do it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Likewise.
Yeah. I don't take for granted my success. And if trust me, I vetted y'all. I looked at some of y'all stuff. I didn't just say yes. I didn't just say yes. I just wasn't gonna sit here with some street niggas. I know.
Shout out to I Got Love.
I knew where you had gone to school at Morgan.
That's how you got 2 degrees.
Hey, I already knew that.
Close it out.
Yo. Right now, we're looking for sponsors. We're looking for people who want to run ads, who want to promote their product. We get about 6 million views on YouTube. I get 6 million views on my Instagram. My man gets 3 million views on his gram. Put all that together, that's 15 million views a month. That's value for anybody out there that has sense.
Yes, it is.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Go to BagFuel.com. Like I always tell you, like, subscribe, super thanks. Let's continue to follow the movement. Continue to repost what we got going on. And I want to thank everybody for continuously following and posting us up and telling everybody that we the real and we number one. BagFuel, we out of here. You heard?